dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening again. I'm Will Puckett. Governor Andy Beshear continues to ask Kentuckians to wear masks. The governor reported 619 new cases today. 17 of the positive cases are children under 5 years old. That brings Kentucky's total to 28,727 cases. 5 more people have died, according to the governor. 724 people have died so far during this pandemic. We also learned from local health officials of another death in Clay County, and Kentucky's positivity rate is now back up to 5.81%. Getting a test or receiving results back remains a difficult task for some. Some testing sites are offering quick tests with no appointments, but others say they feared they were sick and were told they could not be seen. Still, others say test results are slow to come back. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on the problems in testing.
A testing site off Lebanon Road in Danville where an appointment is not necessary, but that's not the case everywhere. Dawn Day's daughter had a fever and a cough and feared that she had COVID-19.
And the lady said, well, I understand, but you still have to have an appointment. And the lady told her she did not have an appointment available until Thursday, and this was on Saturday.
That was at a clinic in Frankfort. She was able to get a test finally at a hospital, and it did come back negative.
I really hope and pray that people that need to be seen get seen, because how many people aren't getting seen because they don't want to wait around?
Many testing sites say results could be known in several days, but in some places, it's taking more than a week.
So it's taking anywhere from 3 to 7 days, sometimes as long as 9 days to get the results.
You can imagine the frustration if you have to wait 3 to 9 days to get an appointment for a test, and then another 3 to 9 days to get its results.
Oh, definitely. Who else she could have spread it to? She has a 2-year-old son. Her grandmother is not in the best of health. I was worried because she had been around her grandmother. Health
leaders say some of the labs are overwhelmed, and it's an issue for health departments.
We need to do the contact tracing just as soon as possible so that we can make sure that we're quarantining those individuals that need to be quarantined.
Health leaders say work is taking place to hopefully ensure results can be returned in 72 hours. Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
One infectious disease doctor we spoke with says no one should have to wait or make an appointment if they are symptomatic. He says that's horrible care on the provider if they require that.
We see that sunshine throughout the day today, and we also seen a few scattered showers and thunderstorms and definitely those hot conditions. That's all going to change though heading into your Thursday. We'll take you up to a few of those cameras first. As you look along the National Weather Service camera in Jackson, you could see that mixture of sun and clouds over there, and then you're also seeing some gloomy skies maybe in the distance, but they've remained on that dry side. Starting to see those clouds clear out a little bit, but we'll see more clouds heading into tomorrow. Looking into downtown Whitesburg, just looking pretty hot over there as that sun is beaming down with some beautiful blue skies and some nice little white puffy clouds over there. As we take you to pinpoint Doppler, you're seeing a few scattered showers and thunderstorms that have been moving through mostly into parts of Leslie and Clay County. Now it's only where we're seeing the main showers of storms and a few popping up into northern Knox County just north of Barberville. But other than that, most of us are remaining on that drier side. But like I said, it has been a hot one out there today. Temperatures into the upper 80s to lower 90s. A little bit cooler in Harlan at 80 though, 81 in Wise, 90 though over into Somerset, and close to 90 in Hazard and Jackson. Dew points at that instant sweat category. So it's hot and humid out there, but we are going to get a break from the heat heading into the next couple days as some soggy weather moves back into the mountains. So we will see those cooler temperatures, but we'll start to dry out heading into kind of that second half of the weekend. I'll have a look at your full 7-day forecast coming up in a little bit.
Alrighty, Paige, thank you. Well, with less than 1 month until many are scheduled to start, superintendents across the Commonwealth are trying to figure out what this school year will look like. While some districts are choosing to allow both in-person and virtual learning, Letcher County schools will be going back to school virtually on August 26th. WYMT's Lacey Roberts spoke with the Letcher County School superintendent as well as a teacher about the decision.
That decision is not without lots of thought.
Denise Yance is the superintendent of Letcher County Schools.
From the very get-go, when they started talking about reopening school, they said have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. We learned a great deal. When you're thrown into something head first, you either sink or swim, and we tried to swim and make the best of the situation.
Sending out surveys to parents and staff, asking about how they want the upcoming school year to look like.
About 60% of our parents wanted to bring kids back to in-person instruction.
But increasing COVID-19 cases in the county forced Yance to make a decision. They will be the first county to start the school year completely virtual.
We can start all virtually, watch our numbers, and when it's safer, bring them in for 2 days a week.
They hope to introduce a hybrid plan. It would allow a scheduled rotation where students come to class Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday.
We're not putting a time frame on it because it's going to depend on how the virus goes here in our county.
And while most of the focus is on students, teachers too are dealing with these changes. Tyler Little was a math teacher at Letcher County Central High School.
We just suddenly disappeared back in March. We were there one day and literally we're not there the next.
Little has spent the past months teaching summer school, gauging how effective the virtual process will be.
We established routine with them and procedure, which is huge. And, we were able to engage them every day on a schedule, give them assignments and deadlines, and they were back meeting every single day.
Teaching not only students, but teachers, since they will be teaching from the classroom this fall.
Now, with experience, it's only going to get better. And we've had time to think about it. And with our district's announcement to go ahead and go online, we've got the information out there in advance.
Although the school year holds uncertainty for both students and teachers alike, they can and will get through this together. In Letcher County, Lacey Roberts, WYMT Mountain News.
Jan says the district knows how hard this can be on younger students especially, but they have developed plans for interaction with teachers and their classmates via several Google programs. Well, one cable and internet provider in the mountains has been a hot topic in Pikeville as officials take action, saying the company is not performing its duties. WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to City Manager Philip Ellswick about the city's franchisee issues with Suddenlink.
The people of Pikeville are concerned about their connectivity.
Absolutely. We have very clearly heard.
Suddenlink, one of the major television and internet providers in the area, has customers longing for more.
While there has not necessarily been an acknowledgement on their part that there is a problem, they are very much aware of the community's frustration with them and their network.
The city conducted a survey earlier this year, hearing from 300 customers in city limits, and brought their concerns to the company.
And we laid out a number of problems, and nothing was done to correct them. Not even a discussion about what needed to be done to correct them.
So they met Monday to decide how to best move forward, declaring that the company has failed to comply with its agreement with the city.
The next logical action is to take some sort of legal action laid out in the franchise to enforce the franchise agreement.
The City Commission adopted a resolution Monday, warning the company that liquidated damages will accrue daily until the issues are fixed.
It's really difficult to know what's going to happen, but the City Commission is dedicated to getting the problem fixed, and so that the citizens of Pikeville can have the quality of service that they expect, that they're paying for.
Bringing service back to the people. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Ellswick says these issues are mostly with the company's cable service. So far, we are unable to reach Suddenlink for comment. Now to a developing story out of Laurel County. That's where deputies are responding to a road rage shooting in the southern area of the county. Officials say it all happened at the busy intersection of US 25 North and the Cumberland Gap Parkway. One person was shot multiple times and transported to the hospital. We are still working to learn their condition. It is not clear if anyone has been arrested. Also in Laurel County, a North Carolina man is charged with drug trafficking. Deputies say Billy Hammock Jr. was in a vehicle that was pulled over early this morning. They say Hammock had meth, scales, and bags with him. He's charged with drug trafficking and possession of marijuana. A technical problem meant people could not get driver's licenses here in Kentucky for around 2 hours this morning. The problem impacted both the regional driver's license offices operated by the Transportation Cabinet as well as circuit court clerks' offices. They say it was due to a connectivity issue affecting offices around the country. The system was back up and running by 10:30 this morning. Law enforcement agencies in Knox County are coming together for an inspiring cause. Kentucky State Police and other agencies participating in the Cover the Cruiser fundraiser. This after the annual Special Olympics law enforcement torch run was canceled due to COVID-19. By donating $1, you can get the chance to cover a KSP cruiser with your name. Trooper Shane Jacobs says that despite these difficult times, it feels good to come together for the betterment of these athletes.
This is a big fundraiser for Special Olympics, and we know that 11,300 athletes every year participate in Special Olympics. And we want to make sure those athletes are able to continue to do that. So, the torch run was canceled, so this is to replace that torch run as a fundraiser.
Jacobs also says that Barberville will not be the only stop they make, so do not be surprised if you see them pop up in your neighborhood.
Heavy rain moves back into the mountains tomorrow, but how long will it last? Don't have that answer coming up.
Every year, Appalachian Media Institute does a project of Apple Shop, hosts a summer documentary institute, producing a documentary of the area through the eyes of 17 to 21-year-olds. We will take you there.